at Del Mar and use that spacing to freshen up and prepare for the Breeders' Cup.
And I think a lot of people like to take criticism with that particular take on our sport. I can make the argument that happens across all major sports now. Mike, we don't see players throw complete games like Major League Baseball pitchers used to do back in the days in the 60s and 70s. We talk about all this load management now in the NBA and trying to keep their stars on the court just as long. So it's not just horse racing where athletes have had their games, or in this instance, races spaced out. I think that's happened all across major league sports.
They've reached the starting gate for the biggest of them all. It is not hyperbole to say the Breeders' Cup Classic, presented by Longines, is the most important race in the world. $6 million on the line as they go into the starting gate. We go to the voice of Santa Anita, Frank Miramati, for the call.
Thank you, Michael. What an exciting moment it is as White Abarrio takes up his position. Yellow blinkers of Ushpa Tesoro. Senor Buscador going up. Here's Missed the Cut. Dreamlike, the Rapoli Silks. Last few runners left to load. Bright Future going in. Derma Sotagake.
Keep your eye on Bright Future, folks.
Saudi Crown, Arabian Night. Sotagake circling behind the gate. Arabian Night. Starters get a hold of Arabian Night. He obliges and takes up his spot. Saudi Crown has loaded. We're waiting for Proxy in the Godolphin Blue, who goes in. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic. And Derma Sotagake very fast. And Arabian Night is sent hard. And Arabian Night takes control at once and gets over to the inside with White Abarrio about a length and a half off him in second. Saudi Crown is showing plenty of early speed, and he's headstrong right up alongside of Arabian Night. Derma Sotagake outside White Abarrio. They share third, followed by Zandon, who races in the fifth spot. Proxy is closer than usual today. He's about 8 lengths off the speed. Missed the Cut is next. They're followed by Bright Future in the green silks, racing in between horses. Clapton in a little bit tight. Dreamlike is outside of that group. Ushpa Tesoro is down at the rail. And at the back of the field is Senor Buscador.
They're smoking.
Flavian Pratt setting the pace aboard Arabian Night.
Oh, come on.
Fourth, about 5 lengths off the pace. Then comes Zandon, a break of 4 to Miss the Cut. Ushpa Tesoro is starting to advance. He's racing on the inside of Proxy as they come to the half-mile pole. Senor Buscador is out of last. He just went by Dreamlike, Clapton inside of them, and Bright Future is now at the back of the field. Around the far turn, and it's Arabian Night who's been there every step of the way. A 3-wide bid coming from White Abarrio, who's traveling sweetly, and White Abarrio comes right to Arabian Night. Saudi Crown is in between them. From the back of the field, Ushpa Tesoro is finding his best stride as the field turns for home. White Abarrio and Arabian Night. White Abarrio has taken the lead with a furlong left to go. In the center of the track, Derma Sotagake is closing some, along with Ushpa Tesoro, a 16th out. And it's Irad Ortiz Jr. and White Abarrio with a 2-length lead. Derma Sotagake gathering late momentum. White Abarrio has won the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic over Derma Sotagake. Proxy was on the scene for a minor piece, as was Bright Future with Arabian Night.
White Abarrio does it. His 3rd win of the year, scoring in the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic as he flies home under Irad Ortiz.
Another Breeders' Cup Classic for Irad Ortiz. Another for Rick Dutcher, although quite spaced
After that pace, I expected to see something different at the end, but White Abarrio hung in there.
So
I've got a bad feed going on here, folks. It is what it is. I'll see if I can't get a better recording of this.